Today on Cutler's Court.
Do you think that your friend is having something going on with your husband?
He's telling her basically he'll take her on a date if she ever needs to talk, about anything. And I'm over here like, you don't even take me on a date.
What has she seen? What has she found?
Basically, like, we'll send like heart emojis, or we'll be talking, and she'll feel like I got something going on with her, basically.
Well, let's ask her. Would you stand up, please?
We'll find out today if this marriage can be saved. This is Cutler's Court. Dariona Truell married her high school sweetheart, but it's been far from a fairy tale. She hopes he'll come through as her knight in shining armor, but he's acting more like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Elijah Truell says he is devoted to Dariona and their son, but feels his wife's family influences have not made things easy. He hopes the judges can offer advice on growing through the struggles of marriage together.
Your Honor, this is case 1118, Truell versus Truell.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Truell, you are bringing your husband, your high school sweetheart, to our court because you all are having problems. Tell me what is going on. Just tell me, what are the issues you all are dealing with?
Well, yes, that is my high school sweetheart. When I first met Elijah, he was everything that I can ever imagine. But after we got married, everything just took a turn. He has communication problems. He fails to communicate with me. It's a lack of intimacy in our marriage. And he's always just trying to control things. Like when I want to go out with my friends, he's always having certain things. He's always saying certain things to me about going to have a drink with my friends when I'm always a full-time mother. We have a 3-year-old son. I don't go out. I don't do anything. I dedicate my time around my husband and my son. So sometimes when my friends do call me to come and hang out, I do like to, still hang out with my friends sometimes, but he always make a big deal out of it.
So all work and no play makes a dull girl, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Truell.
Yeah, what's going on? I mean, you all are young. You should be in the prime of your life. Why can't she hang out with her friends? And why is there a lack of intimacy and all that stuff?
When it comes to going out with friends, I need to know that they're okay. Like, as a female, going out with her friends, there's a lot of different things that, can happen, that go on. So they don't be having somebody to just be there to protect them. So
is it just enough to know where she's going, or do you have to know where, with who, what time you left, what time you're coming back, how you're getting there? Do you have to know all that stuff, or is it just, hey, I'm going out with my friends, I'll be back by midnight?
I kind of need to know everything.
A little more detail like I'm
Yeah, I need to know who you with. I need to know everything.
Okay, we got the picture on that. But you also said that there's a lack of communication. What did you mean by that?
Okay, he has a date planned for us and stuff. Like, he'll say, I'm about to take you on a date. I planned this, I saw this, and I saw that. I'm like, all right, you're doing something. By the time we get in the car, where you want to go? I'm like, you said you had this plan. You know what I'm saying?
He's giving you an agenda, and then he's
not showing up. I try and I try and I try with him, and I, find something for us to do.
Give me an example of you've made a plan, you've done all this.
Okay,
and then,
so for instance, like for her birthday, we planned to do something.
Like what?
So basically, she said she wanted to go see a movie. We got to the movie, so she got aggravated with our child, and that threw off everything, the whole plan, basically.
So did y'all finish the movie?
No, we left.
Y'all left?
Yes, ma'am, we did. Because, okay, when it comes to dates and everything, like I said, my whole life is wrapped around Elijah and my son.
Tell me what that looks like. When you say your whole life is wrapped around it, what is, you
that
said
just
this
looks
twice.
My day to day, I have him and him on the side of me. And sometimes I do feel like I need a break. As a mother, I have a 3-year-old toddler, on top of me working. I feel like we do have support. We have family that can look after our child. Elijah, on the other hand, he's the type of person, no, you can't keep my son, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Does your mother live in the area? You don't trust the grandmothers to take care of the baby?
Elijah does not like my family, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we
getting
getting
there.
some gas. Okay. And when you say he doesn't like your family, what does that look like?
It's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess. Does your family like Mr. Truell?
No.
Okay, do you like Mr. Truell's family?
Yes, ma'am. I've been knowing them since I've been 17 years old.
And they're kind and good to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it cuts one way but not the other. Does your family try to interfere in your marriage?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Me and Elijah met in high school. Everything was good at first. You know, my mom said it was okay. I was a senior in high school. My mom said it was okay for him to stop by the house and everything. Everything was going good. After Elijah started buying me gifts and stuff like that, it's just everything changed. Like she didn't approve of it. For Valentine's Day, he brought me a Pandora bracelet with some charms, and he went to Victoria's Secret, brought me 2 outfits and a couple of pair of underwear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What kind of outfits?
They were jogging suits.
Okay.
The outfits. It was the underwear.
It was definitely the underwear.
And that did it for her. After that, she just couldn't stand him. A lot of stuff started happening. She was saying stuff about his family, and it was just going around. Yeah, it made a mess. And I was hurt too by a lot of things that my mom did too as well. So I was pregnant with my son. She wasn't there for the birth of my son. She missed out on a lot.
Yeah.
And it had everything to do with, you know, the two of us making that decision, because at that time we were already married, and I did not want to go against how my husband felt. So
was your mother at the wedding?
Yes, sir.
She did not attend the wedding.
Okay, it's some deep, dark waters here. I see what's going on.
All right, so you understand that even though you have some problems with your wife's family, it's still her family. And she...
I had to learn that. That's not how my mindset was.
Okay.
But it's more to just the family thing. Like she also,
Talk to me.
I'm about to.
Okay.
Also, it's, you know, she always felt like I was cheating, like being accused of, you know, cheating. So that can go into the intimacy part.
Okay.
So,
she's accused you of cheating?
Yeah.
On how many occasions?
A lot of occasions.
Okay. Why has she accused you of cheating? What have you done that's made her think you've cheated?
Up next.
I can call her on the phone and tell her you jealous of her. You don't do that.
The worst thing you can do is throw petty on a petty fire. You just building a fire. That's how you do it.
Was your mother at the wedding?
Okay, it's some deep, dark waters here. I see.
Why has she accused you of cheating? What have you done that's made her think you've cheated?
Okay, so one day she went through my phone and she seen that me and our close friend, Kanaya over here, the witness, basically like we'll send like heart emojis, or we'll be talking and she'll feel like I got something going on with her basically, but I never been a cheater.
All right, and how does that tie into the lack of intimacy? Is it like you don't want to be with her?
Being accused all of the time, that will make you like fall back from a person not wanting to be intimate, because when you're nothing but loyal to a person, and they still thinking that you're cheating or you're doing them wrong.
You're not finding nothing in my phone. So what do you mean fall back from you? You don't go in my phone. You don't see me texting nobody. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, this is a mutual friend of both of us.
Okay, so Ms. Truell, do you think that your friend is having something going on with your husband?
I mean, no. At the time, I did. When I went through his phone, he's telling her basically he'll take her on a date if she ever needs to talk, you know, about anything. And I'm over here like, you don't even take me on a date. It's always you always saying we got Kaden, or we doing this and we doing that. So what makes you feel like you can go take somebody else on a date? That's not cool.
Yeah. It made you feel some kind of way.
Yes, I didn't appreciate that at all. That was very disrespectful. And he could not see or understand that. He kept trying to make it right, and it was no way of making it right.
All right. And so
do you understand the problem now?
Yeah, I understand it, like, but it was before we even got to that point, she was already accusing me of cheating.
Another reason is because he never really formally introduced me to her. If that's your friend, that's your friend. I'm gonna respect your relationship and I'm gonna respect your boundaries. But if I feel like you're hiding something from me, I cannot respect that.
Right.
And I'm not gonna respect that at the end of the day.
Okay.
And that's one of those things where, like, same thing. If you had a guy friend, you need to introduce him to your significant other, because if you don't, there are going to be these questions like, well, why can't I meet them? What are y'all doing?
Well, Dad, he didn't even tell her I was his wife.
What?
I was his baby mama, his girlfriend.
Come on,
Nah, that ain't
Mr.
true.
Truell.
That ain't true. That ain't true.
You didn't tell that to your friend?
To her?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, let's ask her.
Miss Cooper.
Would you stand up, please? And tell us your name for the record.
Kanaya
Last name?
Cooper.
All right, Miss Cooper. You are friends with Mr. Truell,
Yes.
and you all have been friends since junior high school, middle school?
Correct.
Okay. Has your relationship ever been anything more than that?
No, absolutely not.
Did he tell you or introduce you to Mrs. Truell as his baby's mama?
No, but I knew they didn't have the baby yet. They were married though when I met with Derry.
They were married.
But
okay.
I knew they were married because of Derry's Instagram post. So that's how I knew they were married.
But it was still the simple fact he did not tell you that out his mouth. When he's addressing me to you, he's addressing me as his girlfriend or his baby mama. Like, you just
And y'all were married.
and we were married, you know.
Well, we weren't married
And
at
then
the,
he
at the
got
time,
mad.
We wasn't married.
He got mad, you know, because after I went through his phone and everything, we got into it. And he was like, "Oh, you jealous of her? You jealous of her? I can call her on the phone and tell her you jealous of her. You don't do that."
Because if you making a big thing about something like that, then you're like, no.
I would never
Okay,
tell my
so here's the
husband
thing.
he's jealous of another man.
So here's the thing. You can't, if you thought that was petty, you thought that was inappropriate, the worst thing you can do is throw petty on a petty fire. You just building a fire. That's all you're doing. So Miss Truell, what is your relationship now with Miss Cooper?
It has gotten better, you know.
Okay.
Me and her did, because after that situation, I was ready. I was done. It was no more. I do way more than I supposed to, and that's before we got married. Elijah come home to a cooked meal. What 22-year-old, you know, cooking? And I'm not talking about just Alfredo, ribs, steak, pot roast, macaroni and cheese, greens, cabbage, neck bones, all his favorites.
What else do you do? And wait a minute, what's your address?
Up next,
We have retained the expertise of Dr. Ecclesia Savage.
My question is, are you all having date nights once a week, once every other week?
Nah.
So when do you spend time with each other one-on-one?
You are friends with Mr. Truell.
Yes.
Has your relationship ever been anything more than that?
No, absolutely not.
We knew from the court file that you all were having these issues about what is your relationship like? And we have retained the expertise of Dr. Ecclesia Savage. She is a relationship expert. She's gonna have some words of advice for both of you to rebuild your relationship. Tasha, would you show our expert in, please? You've been listening to our litigants.
Yes.
I know you got good advice. Why don't you tell them what you've heard and what they can do better?
Yes,
Just
definitely.
help these two out.
Okay. So the first question I have before I offer some advice is, did you both go to premarital counseling?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
You did, okay. And so one of those things that I always encourage people to do is lean back on that toolbox that you were given. How often have you gone back to look at notes or to, think about some of the things you were taught in premarital counseling?
I don't.
Do you?
I've tried to bring up counseling to him. I don't want people in my business.
So counseling is a safe place for you to be able to not only discuss issues that you may be having, but to also have a place where you can communicate and there's an unbiased party there. So it's no one who's gonna take your side and no one who's gonna take your side, but really to help you gain insight with yourselves and with each other, which is very, very important, especially in a marriage. You all talked a little bit about the intimacy, so I was listening. When it comes to intimacy and having a young child, it can be super hard. So my question is, are you all having date nights once a week, once every other week?
Nah. No.
Okay. So when do you spend time with each other one-on-one?
Okay, we have an answer.
All right.
So I think one of the issues, I don't know if you heard the testimony, but there is an issue with family, and Mr. Truell doesn't want their son with her side of the family, and it seems to be a lot going on in that. But Mr. Truell, would you be okay if your side of the family babysat him?
I really don't like nobody to babysit him.
Okay, but do you understand the decision that you all never get alone time is killing your marriage? Do you get that? I mean, you have a good woman. And she's made a sacrifice to be with you because she's chosen you over her people.
Not necessarily.
The fact that she's here and she's honored, like she's like, do you go to the family barbecues?
I tried, but no, because it's a big deal. I mean, I'm ready to move past everything. You know, that stuff happened when we were in high school. We done been together 5 years, married 3 years now. We gotta grow. At the end of the day, I'm not raising no dysfunctional family. I don't want that for my son.
You want to talk a little bit more about the intimacy, and then we'll talk to them.
Yeah, it sounds like they need not only marriage counseling, but they also need some family counseling as well. As far as the intimacy, like you said, you have to put time in, you have to put intention into the time that you spend with each other. And then, of course, continue to maintain boundaries as well.
Thank you very much, Dr. Savage. We appreciate your information and your insight.
Thank you.
I want you to think about, one, what's best for your family. And what's best for your family is for you and your wife to be happy, in sync, and raising your family. And so in order to do that, there's some things you may have to do differently. One of those things is you're going to have to communicate better. And then mind you, I'm not the most emotional person in the world. So I'm telling you that.
And I'm saying, yes, Lord.
So, yeah, you've got to share with her what your thoughts are, what your feelings are, and communicate with her.
Well, and here's the thing. Your son is going to thrive when his parents' marriage thrives. And the reality is children come into our lives and pass through our lives. They are not our life. There's going to be a day when he is, 6'2", 180, and he's going to be going out into the world. And it's just going to be you two again.
And you won't know who you're looking at because you spent that 18 years, doing something completely different instead of focusing on your relationship.
And here's the thing. He's looking at you to see how to treat his wife. And he's looking at you like, what should my wife be like?
And I tell him that all the time.
So y'all are the model.
Y'all the model. Now, the other thing you have to consider, Mr. Truell, is what you're going to do with your relationship with Ms. Cooper. You may even have to at some point make a choice. And, that's a difficult thing to understand, but a true friend will understand that.
And we have set up here too many times where the wife or significant other is like, you can't have no friends. She was like, I respect that they have been friends all of these years, but I need to be respected as your wife. You have taken vows with this lady, and you need to honor them and be respectful of those.
So we're going to order you all to go to counseling, family counseling and marital counseling, so that you all can get a grip on your relationship and it can thrive, your family can thrive, and you all can have the most beautiful relationship that you all deserve. And court is adjourned.
We can work on our marriage and everything as long as he's willing to put in the work. We'll see. If he put in the work for me, I'll put in the work for him.